Sahil, I want to start with you because I am really interested in the exact timetable that we are working with here to get this deal across the finish line. Are we talking next Wednesday? Are we talking next Thursday? And then what is the significance of this massive legislation?
Well, Simone, to the first part, the goal of Senator Chuck Schumer is to have it done this week. Most likely it's going to be later toward the end of this week. It's a long process. You got to go through that so-called vote-a-rama. It's usually overnight. Republicans will offer a whole bunch of amendments. A lot of them will be trolling amendments designed to put Democrats in a tough position. But it's unlikely to scuttle this bill because Manchin, for the first time, appears genuinely committed and bought in and, frankly, quite feisty in defense of this bill that he has negotiated. Now, in terms of the significance, it's a huge deal. It is what a certain current president once called a BFD, because for the first time it would allow Medicare, empower Medicare to negotiate drug prices, something that has about 80+% support among the general public. It would be the biggest investment in mitigating climate change that Congress has ever done in U.S. history. And that is a low bar, but $369 billion is hardly chump change on this front. So it's finally, for the first time, I think Democrats feel, after many months of despondency, that these agenda items that President Biden and many Democrats campaigned on appeared to be left for dead. They feel like they have some wind at their back, and they feel like they have a robust agenda to campaign on. Politically, the most important thing to that end is the issue of inflation has been a big problem for Democratic incumbents heading into a midterm election where they already have history going against them. This gives them an argument, something to communicate to voters and say, this is what we're doing to try to fight inflation. They had struggled with that. They have struggled with that for many months. Whether it's drug pricing and also the 3-year ACA funding, it'll prevent premium hike notices for millions of Americans from landing, which would have happened in October, right before an election, could have been devastating for Democratic incumbents. They avoided that. So if you put all this stuff together, Democrats believe. And finally, the climate change piece, it's important also to get young people out, but also in places like coastal California, where I am, the district of Katy Porter, nearby Mike Levin. Climate funding is important, not just to young people, but also independents and moderate voters, because they see and feel the impacts of climate change here.
I agree with you. I also think it's important for places like Arizona, Nevada. I'm thinking about Lake Mead. We could go on. This is, I personally think, quite significant. Katie, let me bring you in here because you have some new reporting from Insider. Well, there's new reporting from Insider, and let me just read it to you. It says, quote, the most carefully negotiated deals can still be appended in an environment where no margin of error exists. Manchin is on a collision course with Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema over a small part of the bill. The pair disagree on carried interest, a loophole in the tax code that mostly benefits wealthy investors and hedge fund managers. Not to even talk about COVID, right? Senator Manchin has been out with COVID this week, and you do need people in town in the United States Senate to vote. Talk to me about the Sinema factor here. What should we be watching for in the days ahead?
Oh, we should be watching very closely, Simone. This is a key moderate we're talking about and tax hike skeptic. And so when we're talking about so many loophole, like the loophole, the carry interest rate loophole, and we're talking about what that might mean to kind of weasel this in, if you will, into this bill, that's a huge deal. I mean, this is something Sinema has backed down off of in the past and has actually made a claim that she will not back anything that would raise tax hikes if it's pick and choosing which way it goes. I mean, this is a hard deal, and even we know that in the past, Democrats have actually pulled back from certain raising rates on high-income earners. But at the same time, I mean, we're watching Sinema. We're waiting to hear what she said. We haven't had any really concrete feedback after the deal was made public. But what we can expect is that what we're hoping is that with this tight schedule that we have and going into the August recession, which is a key time for campaigning, is that we can get all Democrats on board to go forward and say, this is the deal we're bringing to the table. Now, Sinema and Manchin have been those two that have held up many deals and many iterations of Biden's big economic agenda. But what we're really hoping for is that Sinema can come to the table and say, these are the places that I can stand with to make sure that all the other provisions of this deal, as Sahil just said, when we're looking at what the impact of it is, there has to be some space to move forward. And in this case, the negotiations need to come to a head at this point. That's what we're seeing with Sinema. And so we're going to be watching closely to see what she says and if she's going to move in the right direction. We expect Schumer to be speaking. We expect more folks coming together in the next week or so. But that's the hope right now. We're all eyes are basically on her.
I am definitely watching, okay? I asked Amy Klobuchar, has she heard from her? She said she's reviewing the bill, so we remain to see what she says.